Hello everyone, it is I, Shark, here again today for another episode of the Pilgrim's Traverse. Today we'll be running some Pilgrim's Traverse, also known as PT. Okay, I call it PT, Pilgrim's Traverse, okay, the abbreviation. Okay, and we'll be running it, well, I won't say there's a set time for this. I'm going to be running it as a solo summoner today, as you can see here. And from my save file here, yeah, I'm on floor 21. So I'll be trying to run this as a solo player for these sessions. Yeah, my goal is obviously to try to clear it as a solo player. And I have already made it to floor 21, okay, floor 20. And trying to get past, trying to slowly climb the floors every session. Okay, I'll try to run these every Thursday maybe. Okay, I'm still trying to work out a fixed schedule for these runs, but I will try to run them probably every Thursday, and I will hopefully be able to run a couple of floor sets, maybe about 20 to 30 floor sets depending on the time. And fingers crossed I will try to get to a clear at the end. Okay, but this being my first time running these as a solo player, I may get into some difficult situations, so we'll see how it goes. I would don't want to guarantee that it will be a clear, because more likely than not I will probably just wipe on one of the floors, but it'll be a good experience, and I will try to improve on each subsequent run if I do fail, or when I fail. Okay, other than that, hope you guys are doing great. Okay, for this session today I will be interacting with the stream, so if you guys are interested, feel free to just hop in and just say hi, watch as I progress through the floors. Okay, and we'll see how far I can go. Okay, we'll see how far I can get. Okay, without further ado, let's just hop right into it. Okay, I'm gonna hop in floor 21. Okay, I have all my things that I need for this. Let me just double check. Okay, my potions are here, ultra potions, pilgrim potions, echo drops. I have summoned my carbuncle. I have food. Food is here. Yeah, so I think pretty well all set. Okay, I'm gonna hop in and just give it a try. Okay, no better time than the present, so I'm just gonna hop in and try to run through these. Okay, the audio is a bit loud. Let me just turn it down a little bit. Okay, 21 to 30. Okay, I think for this floor set, I still have like my weekly logs to do. So I'm trying to clock this 21 to 30. Clear the area marked by stone 30. Yeah, stone 30 boss is the I have no idea how to describe it. It's the big dude. It's the big dude with the large arms. Okay, the left right cleaves and the sweeps and everything. Okay, you'll see it when we get there. I've got maze root, poison fruit, and bug balm. Very nice. Yeah, I'm gonna start taking things out. Taking out the mobs here. I think the earlier floor sets are still not much of a threat. I don't think there's anything too dangerous on the lower floors. So I'm just gonna dispatch them as I encounter them. Shouldn't be too difficult. Okay, fingers crossed I don't want to jinx it and then get killed by something later on, but generally speaking I should be fine. Generally speaking. Okay, maybe if I step on luring trap then it might start to get a bit spicy, but we'll see how it goes then. Okay, hopefully I'm well prepared for it. Okay, this is the exit room by the way, so let's just try and clear it out. I do believe these floor sets, the mobs don't respawn so quickly, so it's not too bad if I just clean them all out. I'm using Summoner here for this save file. Not the worst class, but not the best either. I think there's better, better classes to solo with, but there's a whole bunch of things to balance out now. So like Summoner has range attacks, shield with Radiant Aegis, so I can shield myself every 30 seconds or so. Okay, so there's like some sort of heal and shielding. Okay, there's a couple of heals with this thing, ambush from behind. There's a couple of heal skills as well. So Lux Solaris over here, Lux Solaris can heal, as well as the Phoenix. Okay, Phoenix has a healing skill as well, okay, which we'll see later on. Okay, but on these low floors, I generally don't need as much healing. Don't need so much healing, so I wouldn't be relying on them too much. These Iggy summons do blot out a large part of the screen, so not fantastic, but we'll see how it goes. Yeah, for the lower floors, I'm just trying to grab all the loot, as much loot as I can. Okay, intuitions would be nice. This treasure room here, we'll just clear this out. Leroy, just dash in. I've been doing some of these deep dungeon runs for quite a while now, so it's not my first rodeo. It's not the first time I'm doing these runs, but it is the first time I'm doing them alone. So I've always been doing them with other players around. Other players function as a safety net, so it's not too bad if if I make a mistake and accidents happen, I don't instantly lose the run. But now with singular or solo save, okay, solo attempt, I will not have that luxury. Okay, I will not have a backup. So I'm gonna need to be a bit more careful. Oh, see, accidentally pull something else. Oh, it's okay. Still not too bad. Do want to try to make sure I don't pull too many things by accident. Yeah, summoners unfortunately have no control over their attacks. Okay, when I say that, what I mean is that they cannot, like some of their attacks as part of their rotation is automatically an AoE, okay, area of effect. So I need to be mindful of what those attacks are and basically not just blast one off into the middle of the pack over there is what I need to do. So I just need to be careful about it. Okay, this one, Rekindle, is my healing skill, but I'm not even damaged, so I don't really need it right now. I'll just use it anyway because it expires after a while. I think my plan is just grab all the treasure chests here. Some bronze here. Phoenix down, not useful. If I pull anything, I'll just kill it. This one over here. Yeah, the mobs don't take too much effort to dispatch on the lower floors, so this is not too bad still. Although I think do I survive getting hit by things? I think I still do. I think I still do survive getting hit by AoEs. But we'll see lah. Okay, I'll try not to. I mean, obviously I don't want to intentionally get hit by stuff, but you know, if I do, I hope it's not the end of the run. Summoner's main strength is their high burst damage from the Bahamut, Solar Bahamut. Yeah, it's got an extremely high burst ability. So like when I have it up, I can very quickly nuke mobs. Now watch this. Look at that. It's like 50% of their health gone in a single attack. So it's a very, very high spike. Very high damage spike. Rats, he's standing in front of the chest. Just gonna dispatch it as well. I did spend like about 7 minutes on this floor though. I think time shouldn't be too much of an issue lah. Not with DPS classes. Not with not with DPS classes. DPS should be okay lah. Time shouldn't be an issue. Steel. Okay, steel. Maybe I should have popped a fortune before clearing that room, but never mind. The mobs respawn relatively quickly as well, so there's one right there now, respawned. We're gonna head back. Hopefully don't step on any luring traps along the way. Most of the traps in deep dungeons are not very dangerous, to be honest. Especially for Pilgrim's Travels, right? I think only luring traps are dangerous. But explosive traps don't kill you because they take off a percentage of your HP, and evasion traps just make you weaker for a limited amount of time. There's the polymorph traps, which disables you for a set amount of time. Are there pacification traps? I think there's still pacification traps, so that also disables you. Another steal. Yeah, don't really need it. But I will make the habit of marking things. I have this habit of marking chests. So whenever I have a chest that I'm not opening right away, I will just leave a marker on it, so that if I see it, I'll know that okay, I've been here before, I've tried or attempted to grab the chest. Okay, don't go back and try to grab it again. Okay. Mountain Buster's AoE, so I need to hold back on just going ham with that skill. So this is what I mean by summoners need to be careful about their attacks. Can't just fire them off willy-nilly. This also, Ruin 4 is also an AoE, so I also need to be careful about it. Okay, otherwise I think the mobs here are not too bad. Okay, the treasure chest in the corner here. Intuition, very nice. Open it. Let's hoard. Okay, the lower floor sets give bronze sacks. And okay, witching, I don't need this. Okay, bronzes, I'll just call them bronzes. Bronze hordes. Give the hairstyle, which is quite pricey at the moment, so it's worth trying to find. Plus the lower floors are generally easier. This mob's probably gonna aggro me, so I'm gonna just didn't. Free loot. Okay, so those two rooms, don't need the chest there. Okay, exit room is here. I'll clear this room then. Final. Kaboom. I must remember to like save my spiky burst attacks for dangerous mobs as well. Waste them on the not so dangerous things is a waste. Is that enough? No. I also need to turn off the auto targeting. Let's do that right now. Turn off auto target. Okay, auto targeting means whenever you press an attack, right, it will target a mob with a set of rules. Okay, like for example, the nearest mob, or in this case, it's like targeting the mobs I'm Okay, explosion. Targeting the mobs I'm facing. Or yeah, targeting the mobs I'm facing in a cone in front of me. So that's what the auto targeting system does. Okay, obviously here it's a bit dangerous because I do not want to randomly attack things. So yeah, trying to be careful not to like press a button and just suddenly pull another mob when the previous mob just died. It's just bad. So yeah, that's the auto targeting. Highly recommended to take it off when doing deep dungeons. Okay, the mob just try to cast silence, cast water. Unfortunately, because I'm playing range. Oh, see the mob response. Because I'm playing range. Oh, okay. Actually, I do need to kill one more. Yeah, so because I'm playing caster, right, I will not have the ability to silence spells, enemy cast. So later on in the higher floors, the mimics will be a bit of a problem. The only thing I do have is repose and sleep. Basically sleep, AoE sleep, which is great for disabling certain mobs. Swift passage, okay, very good. Let's start running. Serenity not needed. Okay, again, I'm doing the marking thing. Sight, always useful. Popping sight. I'm just gonna grab everything I can. Let's pull this. Okay, with this swift, with the sprinter, I can just run around and attack things without them hitting me back. Like this. So in theory I can kite the mobs. Like this. So they can't really auto attack me. But I still have to do damage. And some of my spells I still have to stand still to cast. So it's really annoying. But yeah. Like the Ifrit has to stand still to cast. Also, okay, I sort of expected it. Also, there's a gap closer for Ifrit, so defeats the purpose of running away when you're gonna dash towards them. But yeah. There's a silver here. More mobs. Okay. An explosive trap on the floor. In theory, I can use this to like this. Boom, and then just damage the things and heal myself. Put some shields on and then quickly hit the mobs so that they die. Okay, this one also hit it so that it doesn't heal up. Okay, mobs will heal over time, so I do need to tag them so that it stops their auto heal. So when you can see traps on the floor, you can make use of them in this manner. Use the landmine traps to blow up enemy mobs as well. Let's move on. Try to look off in the corner. Oh, something pulled. Yeah, I'm not very careful there. Rotation not the best, to be honest. It's a fairy trap. I'm just gonna avoid these. Run around. The portal's really open, so let's just go. Okay, or not. These Gobos do draw in targeted AoEs. That's pretty much it, I guess. Or maybe nothing. Doesn't seem to be doing anything. Okay. I don't memorize most of these mobs' attacks, to be honest. I will do that for the higher floors, but not for the lower floors. There's a votive right here. Free candelabra. Multiplication. Mimic. I think I can sleep these, I'm not very sure. But I'll try to see what happens later when it tries to cast Infatuation. No, I get the pox, then that's too bad. Oh, Malice. Oh, too late. I should try to sleep it first. Yeah, it doesn't work. So yeah, no avoiding it. I mean, okay, not that there's no way to avoid it, but the way to avoid it is to kill it. Just to kill it really quick. So if I'm not on my burst rotation or the point where I can burst, then that's too bad. Then I won't have a way to get rid of it. But it's fine. I can survive it. I'll just pop like shields all the time. Then popping potions will obviously help as well. The next one I have mortification as well, so I'll recover health if I'm low, but generally I shouldn't get too low. Okay, I need to start killing things here, popping some downwards. I don't know if I guess I can probably put more than one mob at the same time. Not too bad. Let's see. Put this just burst like this, and everything dies. No, maybe I should let that go off. Kill it. Heal. Low floor still quite easy. Not too bad. Yeah, but I do need to keep my eye out for my health, because I'm constantly draining HP. So yeah. Popping potions every now and then helps. 27,000. Not too bad. I have no lack of potions anyway. How many ultra potions do I have? Few hundred. 700, yep. I got a lot. Strength. Okay, strength is nice. Chest over here. Buck bum. Popping buck bum. I mean, it's free now, I'm just using it. Doesn't get rid of the pop, so let's see. But it does help me kill things faster. Okay. Steel. Nice, refresh steel. I still need to kill some things. Let's just pull the one in the room there. Strength really helps a lot. See the difference. Actually, the fairy goes away here. It's too bad. Floor 25, no items. Okay, that's fine. Although it does kind of suck a little bit if I start to find things like this, like Pommanders. You know what? Maybe let's just use Serenity. I have 3 now, so I can afford to burn one just for a chance to use some of these things. I think like the general strategy is just to hoard stuff, hoard your Pommanders until you really need to use them. But I found that in the past, right, when I run these with like 4 people, we generally don't need so many. You don't need so many Pommanders, because with the power of friendship, okay, I mean with the power of a party, you can easily get past most obstacles. Like, most mobs just die when 4 people just attack it together before they even do much, or before they even become a threat. So generally, a 4-man group can easily get through a lot of hurdles. Like no item floor, not a problem if your DPS is high. Another flight. I already used one. I don't need this. Just gonna mark it. Do need to kill a couple more things though. Oh, okay, these are snipers. Let's just pull it. So they say snipers is if they are far away, right? No. If they are not in combat, engaged in combat, they will but they have line of sight towards you, they will try to shoot you. They will try to snipe you basically. So that's why I call them snipers. Oh, I stepped on luring. You know what? Let's just pop the witching here. This is worth. I have a free one anyway. I did pull like 2 of them at the same time as well. So it's just, you know, just wipe everything. I do have mortification on this floor also, so I'm just gaining a lot of health back. Not too bad. Yeah, that was from the previous floor's votive, so yeah. Oh look, something ambushed me from behind. Oh, fuck this. Boom, dice. Haste. Haste. There's a lot of buffs I have. Strength again, refresh strength. Or do I need it? I mean, I do need it. It's good, it's good to have. Let's get this. You. Another votive. Serenity, very nice. See, I replaced it already, so using it was the right choice. I think generally a good idea to have is like have 2 to 3 of each pomander. But having 3 sometimes hits a scenario where I forgot what this was. Okay, it's flight. Sometimes hits a scenario where you have like no item flaws and you have 3 poms and you find another one, and then it's not worth to serenity the floor just to use a pomander for that floor. So it's a bit of a waste. But if you have 2, right, then if an extra one, you can keep it. So I think there's some benefit to having 2 pomanders instead of 3 all the time. So you don't waste them when you find excess that you cannot use. So for example, like, you know, if you have 3 sites and then you run through the whole floor and you find another site, right? But you already explored the entire floor, so the site is kind of wasted. It's kind of not useful. So yeah, sometimes it's better to use some of the poms so that you can pick new ones up whenever you find them. Okay, this one. What's this do? This Garlock looking thing. It's a manticore. Reaper Claw. Okay, go behind. Nice. If I know what the mechanic does from the name itself. Making a guess. I mean, to be fair, I think I probably won't die lah. I have steel up and everything. But yeah, no sense to get hit by things I shouldn't get hit by. Another Serenity, okay, may as well use it. And my pox is running off as well, 1 minute left. More mobs here, exits here. I'm gonna grab that silver first, see what it does. Filter pool, okay, that's gonna go. I don't need too many things. More intuitions would be nice though for loot, but other than that, can never have too many intuitions. But yeah, just having it for loot is nice. 1 silver there. My steel's running out. Filter pool, not needed. Pop some more shields. Yeah, the Radiant Aegis just blocks my pox. It's like absorbs the pox as I yeah, you know, over time just absorbs the pox. It's pretty good. And you know, like if my health gets really low, I when I hit Phoenix, I can pop Rekindle. Okay, but I must remember use it before it drops off, so I must remember pop it. Then it persists for a bit. Let's put some of these. Purification. I already. Do I already have it? I thought I had it. Let me just pop another one. 7 minutes, okay. Don't know what I used the previous one on. Oh, pulling too many things. That's a bit dangerous. Let's sleep them. See if this works. Pop. It sleeps some of them, so I need to like start pulling one at a time. So I'll just pull one over. Try to hit it quick. Upper claw, go behind. We pull next one, making sure not to hit the other one. The other one's gonna wake up soon though. 7 seconds. Ah, right, nice. So this is how sleep can be used to dispatch things. If you pull too many, just sleep all of them and deal with them one at a time. So this is like the sleep strategy. Pretty useful. I mean, every class has their own toolkit, their own set of tools that they can use to deal with things. So fully utilize your toolkit. I think for range DPS, they have Leg Grace and Foot Grace, I think. Yeah, I can't remember what it's called, but it's bind and heavy, so you can use those to kite things around. Damn, all these rooms filled with mobs, so many of them. So just bronze. If I pull this, I can probably grab it. 32 minutes. Okay, no problem. Something's trying to snipe me. It's the Venery. Yeah, that female looking angel floaty thing there likes to snipe. So I'm just gonna pull it first as well. Pop off. Nice. We'll grab the treasure here. I do have a explosion stocked up, so I'm just gonna use it. Yeah, my explosion is basically my yeah, that thing over there. Bahamut Akmon, basically, but the solar version. Okay, exit room's there. Kill this heal. Oh, my pox dropped off. Very nice. There's more over here to pull. I'm gonna keep an eye out behind me as well sometimes if walkers walk in. The walkers are basically patrolling mobs. So I'm gonna keep an eye out behind. Right. Okay. I can probably sneak past. Like that. So many mobs in front. Okay. Top sprint. Intuition 28 though, so I may wanna think about it. Let's just use it. I do want to aim for low floor hordes. So I have a 50-50 chance. Generally, I rather not use the intuition on, okay, because I have 28 and 29, right? So only 2 floors available. If I don't get it on 28, I am hoping that it appears on 29. But if 29 doesn't have it, then I've wasted the intuition. So it was a risk lah. Okay, I'm taking the risk there. But because after this floor set, right, I believe I no longer get bronze bronze hordes, bronze hidden hordes. So I do want to try for bronzes instead of the higher ones, instead of the silvers and up. Okay, this is intentional because there's good loot from the bronze hordes. Strength. Yeah, not so great to be standing around. We have so many mobs, but yeah, this is what it is. Okay, that room is actually the exit room. Okay, I'm just going to explore. Okay, I think this floor is flighted. Man, so many mobs. Okay, let's just pull something. Grab this. Now, generally, I wouldn't recommend running around and fighting things. As in, shouldn't be running to new places and fighting things, because there's always a chance to step on traps, and if you're fighting something and you step on a trap, it's generally bad. Okay, but taking that risk just for speed. Okay, reaching, don't need reaching. Let's mark it and go. Okay, I'm gonna try and clear the room with the exit portal. There's a whole bunch of mobs there. These statues, I believe. Okay, something else just spawned. Okay. I believe they do a big AoE. Let's see. Yeah, I got strength. The strength makes short work of them. Just run through though. Oh, maybe not. Let's go. Yeah, I pulled the other one as well. Oh well, just AoE all of them. Yeah, I'll do that. It's just slow. Oh, I'm probably gonna. Oh, okay, not too bad, not too bad. Yeah, that was a big AoE. Yeah. Then a pinch I can pop like witching. I wonder if I can pull Tormentors into hot bars, but I guess not. Okay, silver here. Cannot use. Okay, never mind, that's fine. Horde is over there. Yeah, win the 50-50. I mean, yeah, I got lucky lah. This, kill the walker. Send us a frontal cleave. Okay, it's dead. Strength really good here. Gonna try and grab this. Okay. Oh, I pulled something. What's this? Fortune. Fortune. Hey. Pulling multiple things all the time. Not so good. Let's just run back first. I mean, there's pros and cons. With multiple things, I can just AoE all of them. I can kill things faster. But I'll take twice as much damage along the way. So that's the risk. That's the trade-off. Okay. See what else I can kill here. There's a walker here. My burst is up though. Time to use. Maybe I should save it for the boss. Yeah, why not? Hopefully this next one is enough. Nope, one more. Exit room is here though, so if I kill enough things I can just leave, and then next one will be the boss floor already. So just gonna single target. So I don't have to cycle through all my Bahamut, Solar Bahamut, Phoenix. Come back just to get my Solar Bahamut back. Yeah, not enough. Okay. I kill more things. Damn, another treasure room. In theory I don't need all these loot. Maybe the gold chest. I can use the gold chest. I'm just gonna pop it. It's too many things. Just die. Get the chest here. Serenity, don't need it. Take it off. Okay, that was it. Okay, don't need that. So now notice I'm stuck on Phoenix. So not that great, but you know, it's fine. So it's gonna be Phoenix and then normal Bahamut. You know, Phoenix and then Solar Bahamut, then Bahamut, then Solar Bahamut, and then Phoenix again. So that's the rotation for summoners. But yeah, there's a boss floor next. This boss is relatively straightforward, not too difficult. Just gonna pop shields, make sure food is up. Where's my food? Took longer than 30 minutes. Yeah, should be fine. Okay, and then open. Fruit. Does it even auto attack? Yeah, it does. I think it's a red wide. Yep. It does a left right cleave. Oh, the eyes glow. Cool. So hard to see. Pop some potions here. Yeah, the shiny glowy hand is the unsafe half, so I'm gonna move to this half. Pop some. Let's go behind the hand. So over here, barely made it. I still have some healing. He does the discus things. Disc things. I pop the heal. These disc things, so I just need to move out of them. And he does the hand attacks as well, so I need to watch out for those. Okay, hand attacks, half room cleave. Another hand attack. Now the tricky part is that he sometimes does the ring things during this swing cleave, so I need to watch out for the rings. Half room cliff. Yes. And then yeah, go behind the hand again. I would love to be in spaces where there's room to move around. Okay, time to pop off. Okay, let's just keep moving, I suppose. Oh, damn. I should have kept moving. That was not the right choice. I thought it was just one AoE, and then it continued to drop AoEs around. Didn't notice that it was a pulsing AoE. Oh well. Live and learn. I'll go in and start again from floor 1 then. Let me just go back and do retainers. In the meantime, I'm going to take a short break as well, and then I'll try again. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Gonna yeah, I should have known about the pulsing chasing AoEs. Usually we don't get that far with that boss fight. But yeah, live and learn. So I'm gonna try again. I'm gonna try to re-enter with Fix Marty myself. And I'm gonna start from floor 1 once more. Think wait. Oh yeah, this is fine. I think like maybe in future I might consider starting double save files, right? Which is the usual strat that people use for this deep dungeon runs. So what people normally do is they will start 2 save files, one. I mean 2 save files. You have 2, right? So you just start 2, both at the same floor level. So you start from floor 1, and then you proc each in turn. So you go from 1 to 10, then maybe like do the other save 1 to 10 as well, and then 11 to 20, 11 to 20, 21 to 30, 21 to 30. So you do both at the same time. If you accidentally die to one, right, you still have a secondary file, and then at the same time, right, it does mean that you'll be doing the same floor set and the same boss twice. Now there are benefits to doing this, mainly that if you just encountered a boss or just did a floor set, you will be more experienced with that floor set because you just did it. It's like you just completed it. so you are familiar with that floors mechanics and pitfalls. So that's one of the strategies I found some people have been using for to tackle these deep dungeon runs. Not just for Pilgrim Traverse, it applies to the other deep dungeons as well. There's a walker there. I think okay lah. So this restart of the run, I'm gonna have to do floor 10 boss again. Floor 10's boss pain is quite a pain because it has ads it has ads basically for the fight, and the ads need to be killed so there's a DPS check you need to kill the ads, because if you don't, right, then they will essentially wipe you similar to what just happened. They constantly attack you non-stop. So like with the pulsing AoEs, I have to keep running. With the ads, is I have to kill them. So there are certain mechanic failures that you cannot that you must meet. You must meet the criteria to clear that floor, that boss. Yeah, hopefully I can clear it without too much difficulty this time around. I'll try to save like a burst for it but it does keep happening. Like the boss summons the ads repeatedly over and over again. So I will need to probably use strength for this floor 10 boss. Cannot just go in and YOLO it. Cannot just go in and expect to clear it by itself. Okay, swipe. Oh, it's a candelabra here. I just call them candles. Okay. Maybe with the other save, right, I might do probably Black Mage. Don't really like to do. It's pros and cons. It's pros and cons. Black Mage has more bursts. It's more bursty because you can stockpile your Xenoglossies over time. So every 30 seconds you build up one charge, right? And you can stock up to 3 charges. So as you run around, right, you are building up damage, which is why Black Mage is bursty, very bursty. Okay, not enough. I've tried using Black Mages for challenge logs. So I've done this as a Black Mage for the weekly challenge logs. So I run around just killing mobs. Yeah, usually I do them with other people as well, but I usually run around by myself, even though there's other players. So the thing is that the killing ability, okay, the ability to dispatch things is quite high, even by myself. So hence why I'm considering using Black Mage. But the drawback is that they don't have as much healing ability, which is not as good. They don't have the shields, they don't have Radiant Aegises, they don't have the Phoenix or Lux Solaris, which is the heals. Okay, they do have Mana Ward, but that's it. So I think they only have Mana Ward, so not a lot of defensives, as I call them, or survivability tools. You just kill things as a black mage should. But yeah, that's pretty much what the black mage has. So yeah, got to I'll consider it but it's really good at killing things So you make the runs go faster, but when things go wrong, you don't have a lot of tools to stay alive. So that's the main drawback. They still have sleep though, so it's not too bad. Yeah. No interject, no stuns, but they do have sleep. Oh, the Swift. Influence. I will just keep trying to run these deep dungeons because I do want to clear the solo deep dungeons eventually. Just that I haven't had much practice. This is quite literally the first time I'm tackling them by myself. Previous runs have always been with other players. So I've done all the deep dungeons before with other players, and I've cleared all of them with other players. Just solo is obviously a whole different ball game. It's much tougher. There's no safety net basically. So if you make a mistake, right, there's no coming back from it. So like earlier, I didn't realize there was a chasing, pulsing AOE. So I just like stood still for a bit, right, and it was like too late. Couldn't come back from that. I guess it's possible to play solo on any class. I think it's been mentioned before that even any class can run these alone, can run these solo. But obviously some classes will have an easier time of it than others. DPS generally is better for speed, as in it's better for killing things, but it's not as good for survivability. So you will have problems with staying alive, but you can kill things really quick. So time is not too much of an issue because you'll be going through mobs quickly. So like you save time on the floors, but then you will have difficulty with like tough mobs and bosses. It's proportion in this case. The explosion hit 2 mobs, but not this one. So unfortunate, he's got pulled also. On the lower floors, the mobs will respawn very quickly as well. So it's a little bit annoying if they spawn like beside the exit portal or near you and they aggro you instantly. Okay. Stone 4. No items. Sprint. Sprint is just good for... actually, to be honest, I should be sprinting more, by the way. I generally not don't press the button as often as I should. And then ages as well. Okay, let's go through this area here. And just pull all these, just run and blast them along the way. Some heals. Do some more. This is fine. So I don't start on luring thread, it's all good. If I do, then start running, I guess. I shouldn't have too many chasing after me. Let's hear your sound first. I don't necessarily do more damage with multiple mobs. There's a cutoff. I think like two is not great, 3 is better. But with 3 that means I'm taking 3 times more damage. So I need to be careful with that. See things as well. Let's just kill things quite fast. Okay, nice. Yeah, so that's the benefit of pulling multiple mobs. Can only be done on lower floors, by the way. Higher floors is not doable. Way too risky. Where's the gold chest, by the way? I can't see it. Is it not in the room? This is the exit. This is the room. Oh, this is the hallway. Okay. The chest is here. The hallway looks so large that I thought it was the room. It's not. Okay, zipping after this. Yeah, the lower floor generally not too rushed. What's the point of rushing? As long as you can clear the floor set within the hour, it's good enough. Okay, you're given 1 hour every 10 floors, so I used up 13 minutes. Obviously, going faster means you save time, your own time. But if the goal is to clear, right, then don't rush. On the flip side, right, if you're doing these to farm things, right, then obviously you want to do it faster. You want to be quick about it, because you're gonna spam it. It's a mob there. Just keep it. Exit rooms here. Probably a way to pace out my skills, so that I go through the cooldowns in between pulls. So even though my searing light, for example, is 120 seconds, like 2 minutes, I should be pacing it out so that, like between every 2 pulls I use it once or something along those lines. There's probably a optimal timing thing. But for now, I'm not gonna worry about that. Okay, a couple more mobs and we can leave. Not gonna lie, the lower floor sets generally quite snooze. It only gets exciting during the bosses, and even then some of the bosses are pretty easy. Straightforward, I won't say easy. Easy if you know what to expect. So as you can see earlier on my example, I wasn't ready for that. Not prepared. So I died. Again, to be fair, I never really prepare much for these fights anyway. Just go in and you will give it a try, learn from experience. Not too bad, I mean, it's not too bad. To my that's not the right word. To my what's the word for it? Giving me the benefit of doubt, or give me the the pointer. I have not really done the lower floors very much. Mostly just the higher floors. So I've gotten a lot more experience with the higher boss floors, but not as much experience with the lower boss floors. Okay, the silver chest here. Yeah, most of the mobs, by the way, mob skills, yeah, I pull both. Most of the mob skills are exactly the same inside as they are outside. So if you encounter them out in the world or in dungeons, they'll be doing the same attacks. They don't change while we're inside here. So they're doing the same things. So like these ones do Canopy and Acorn Bomb, which is a targeted AoE, and a Cleave. So you'll expect to see them here as well. So it's Canopy. This one doesn't do Acorn Bomb though, but the model does it. So like if we see the same tree mob in some other floor, right? It will do, maybe that one does Acorn Bomb, which is a targeted AoE. So yeah, with time and experience, you will learn all the different mob attacks. Then you don't really need to, like, read up on them. Don't really like have a guide open or something like that. Just going off your experience, you are able to avoid things. Like this one does Slow Call, which is a slow attack to the front. We've encountered these in Eureka Autos as well. It's literally the same mob with the same attack. But obviously stats are different and maybe the model is slightly different color, but same Pelican or Toucan model, so it does the same attack. Chest somewhere here. Oh, steel. Okay. If I'm going to kill a lot of things, I should probably start to pop fortunes early on so I can start farming chests. But it just takes time. Don't really want to spend too much time farming Pomanders early on. It's a good... Okay, intuition I will use. Okay, it's a good strategy to farm Pomanders early on because the threat level or risk of dying on the low floors is relatively low. In fact, nearly non-existent unless you just get really careless. Even with stepping on luring traps, you can still survive. You can still get through it. It's not too bad. So yeah, it's because of this, the low risk of dying on low floors. It's great. It's a great idea to start farming Pomanders on low floors. So that's generally the idea. But I found out with experience that you will be getting a lot of Pomanders as you climb. So there's no need to get every single one, especially if you're being very prudent about using them. So if like what I mentioned earlier on, you generally only use Pomanders when you have a full stock of them and you find another one, or maybe okay, actually that's the only scenario. If you have a full load of them, 3 of them, and you find another one, you can use a Pomander. If you are that type of player, then you will generally have a lot of Pomanders all the time because there's way too many chests and not very many scenarios that presents itself for you to use a Pomander, if that makes sense. Like, for example, I will use a safety, a Pomander of safety when maybe the floor is a treacherous ground floor. Okay, what's treacherous ground is the floor with many traps. It's a candelabra buff, or in that case debuff. It makes many traps spawn on that floor. Now if that happens and I have a safety spare, I will use a safety. So that's when I will use a pom outside of the usual having 3 and finding 1 extra scenario. So that's the logic behind it. Now having said that, if you do this, okay, which I believe most people do by the way, you will generally have a lot of Pomanders. You will not run out of Pomanders mid-run. In fact, most of the time you'll just suddenly die like I did, right? Stupidly. Without using most of your Pomanders anyway, because there's just no time to react when something bad happens. Okay, a lot of the situations are just reactive situations. When something goes wrong, right, you need to react to it quickly. And Pomanders don't help you Pomanders don't help you reactively. Yeah, basically, if you're in trouble, right, I guess only witching does that. Like popping strength and steel when you're dying already doesn't save you. Like you accidentally pull 5 things, right, and you're dying. Strength and steel doesn't save you. So only Witching does that. So Witching is probably the only reactive commander, which is why it's so useful. Everything else just makes the run go faster. So strength, steel, helps for survivability for steel. Steel actually quite useful, not too bad. But strength is just to help you kill things faster and make the floors go faster. It's a time saving mechanic. It's a time saving device. Time is actually a resource also for these runs. Like, you want to take your time, find more resources, find more chests. Oh, okay, that exploded. Scour the floors for more treasure. Killing things relies on your cooldowns to come off, so your burst and all that is cooldown, which is also time. So yeah, time is kind of a resource as well. Like if you wait, you can get your cooldowns back up, and then you will kill things faster as well. Okay, not to mention sprint, which I keep forgetting to press. Someone should remind me. Okay, let's go. I don't spend too much time on floor 10 because floors 1 to 10, because I'm gonna have to clear boss 10 by myself first. I feel that it's quite difficult. The first time I did this, right, I wiped at floor 10 boss because I wasn't aware of the ads that needs to be killed. Okay, the ads must be killed. You cannot leave them alive. So they must be killed, which is why I wasn't aware and then I died. There's 3 of them and they literally start casting a very slow cast. I guess you can call it an enrich. Right, so they'll cast this very slow cast attack, and when it goes off, right, they just keep attacking you non-stop, and after a couple of hits you just die. So there's not much you can do. If you don't kill them, they just kill you. It just ends your run. I don't think shielding or mitigation save you. The attack's just relentless, just keep attacking you, so not much you can do about it. So yeah, that's the floor 10 boss. Okay, but yeah, I guess I should try and find some resources to deal with it, but I hope a strength will work. I hope a strength can... Oh, should I kill this first? I hope a strength can deal with the floor 10 boss. I'll give it a try later. Try to save my burst for the ads. Okay, that happened. Oh shit. I wonder if I can hit level 100 by floor 10. It will give me Lux, so Solar Bahamut, basically. So maybe I should try and do that. But we'll see then, we'll see. Like, I mean, I guess it's possible to do it even with healers, right? So healers must be able to clear the ads too, so... And we all know that healers and tanks are generally lower on DPS because, they are not DPS. Okay, stepped on animation. That's fine. Okay, this is the exit room. 2 ads over here. Let's pummel them. Oh, yeah, I hit both of them. Side. Let's wipe them off. Let's watch out for the cleave later on. One thing about Sauna I don't like is that they have very, very bright, glowy transformations. Okay, this is a cleave. So like summoning Garuda, for example, right, does this blinding thing. Okay, this one not so bad. Garuda not so bad. Titan and Ifrit or kind of blinding. So it's caused me problems in the past. Yeah, he's gonna use. Yeah, it's something like a flash. What do they call it? A flashbang. It just blinds you. So quite annoying. Okay, let's wait for it. Wait. Dreads. Okay, I already have affluence as well. No, wait, I didn't. Popping it. There's another bad habit. I shouldn't be popping commanders while fighting things, but there's an animation lock when you do it, so it's a bit risky. There's a bunch of good and bad practices when doing these deep dungeon solo runs. So One of those is to not be popping bombs when mid fight. Okay, another of them is when engaging enemies. You should always pull them to you, not go to them, if that makes sense. So like if there's an enemy in front and I want to aggro it, I want to engage it, right? I should be pulling it to me, not going to them, like with a gap closer. Because okay, that happened. Oh, I have alignment. Suddenly my health recovered full. Okay, yeah. So the reason for sorry for the distraction. The reason for going pulling them to you is because that when you get close to them, right, you may fly over a trap while gap closing, right, which means not good things. Okay, do remember that you are engaging a mob, so you're already pulling one monster. And if you step on the luring trap on the way there, you are gonna spawn 3 more, so that means 4 monsters to deal with all at once. Hence why I don't recommend going towards mobs when engaging them. So notice I always pull the mobs to me. Even as a tank, I will do that as well. I will always use shield lob or tomahawk or whatever the tank's range attack is. See, there's a trap there. So whatever the range, the tank's range attack is, or like maybe Holy Spirit or Provoke. Okay, tanks all have Provoke. So you can use that as well, rather than gap closing. I have done the gap close to enemy and step on luring trap thing before, so I learned from my mistakes. Yeah, if I see people doing it, I know that it's not it's not good practice, but I guess you learn from your mistakes. Right. 4-9. Okay, next one will be 4-10. We will, yeah, I guess we have time. We can do another floor set afterwards, I suppose. I already died, man. I already died. I wiped to like floor 30 just now because I didn't know the mechanic was a chaser. Yeah, literally chaser. So yeah, live and learn. It's okay lah. Hopefully I don't make the mistake again. I mean, I generally won't. Once you make the mistake, right, it will stick with you. It will stay with you. So I generally won't make the same mistake again. But yeah, I wiped a couple of times already. I wiped to floor 10. Floor 20, I came close to wiping also. Floor 20 boss is the weird plant thing. I don't know how to describe it. It's the manipulator from Alexander, but it's a plant. If that makes sense, I don't know how to describe. Maybe later you'll see. If I get to floor 20, you'll see what I'm talking about. But it has this very it has this vine mechanic, right, where it fires off a 8 direction octo directional, I guess is the word, 8 directional vine thing, right? And then you need to make sure that you put it at the corner so that you have space to move around. So yeah, that was the boss fight. I almost died too as well. Okay, this one, pop and food. I'm going to use a strength to make this easier because this boss is actually kind of difficult with the ads. Okay, I don't have my Lux, Bahamut, but I will have it up later. So hopefully this should be okay. Okay, let's give it a try. I'll save my burst for later as well. Can't use these two first though. Okay, these are the ads, so I need to pay attention here. So I'll use my heals. Very good. So these ones will come out and then they'll move around, and I need to find a safe spot. Yeah, so the big AoEs, and then they, oh my god, they're coming towards me. Run! Okay, nice. Yeah, and then these are the ads. So here's where I need to unload the burst, which I don't have, which is not great, but I'll try my best. Really, she's doing the jumping thing. I didn't pay attention either. See how blinding that is? Okay, I'm gonna get hit here once, that's fine. Stay put, don't panic. Okay, one vulnerability. I didn't pay attention to that, but it's okay. And then this just repeats over and over again. That's all there is to the fight, by the way. But I need to keep killing the ads every time. Pop some potions here. And then this mechanic, this first one here, right, also a bit annoying because these thingies that move around the ground it's a bit hard to tell where they are trying to go sometimes. And I don't have a sprint anymore. See, notice it's coming towards me, so I need to go this way, right? Then couldn't make it. So that's pretty annoying. Okay, try to burst these down. Too bad I didn't find any okay, that's the first one. Second one's here. That one's there. Okay, the fourth one is over here. Okay. So the first one. Nice. Okay, this one's fine. I do have 2 stacks of vulnerability now though. And then this is gonna rinse and repeat non-stop over and over again. So I need to stay focused and try to kill it before it gets out of hand. One more time. More ads and more of these. Oh, this thing is annoying. I think I'm fine here. Yeah, I think this is fine. It's not this. Okay, then be ready for this. Burst. Burst harder. Thankfully, the strength is doing a lot of work. Okay, that's first. Second is there. That's here. I need to go across for the fourth. First. Oh, okay, nice. I made it. Side safe. Hey! Okay, no, that was not correct. But it's okay. My vulnerability dropped off. Yeah. Pop another potion. One more time. Oh my gosh. Okay, it's hard to tell where it's trying to go sometimes. Nice. Yeah, made it. Get my burst ready. Burst. I need to pay attention to the jumping also. One is opposite. 2 is over here. 3 is there. Okay, so 4 is here. Okay, this is correct. 1, then move into the 1 spot. Nice. Seems a bit boring, but it's difficult. This first boss fight actually quite difficult because it's a bit of skill based. You need to use eyes and see and then adjust also. Whereas like there are certain boss fights where their mechanics are fixed. Like, you know, you always go east, always go west. You can predict where you're supposed to go and just go in advance. It's less analog, more digital, if that makes sense. To kill these. Two, 3, 4 is over there. Oh no, oh no. Oh no. Okay, nice. I nearly died there. Couldn't kill the ad, so that's what happened. The ad started to jump me, right, and then I started to lose life. That was pretty close. But I do need to heal up now. Pop some more pots. Where is this going? Hey. Cannot tell where it's going sometimes. Okay, this should be safe. Come on. One is across. 2 is to the right. 3 is opposite. I'm at the 4. Okay. I go to 2 afterwards. Okay. Nice. Just die already. Okay, maybe try to burst it down now. Use my burst first instead of holding it. It should be okay now. Yep, I think it's fine. Die! Yeah, I got a few spicy situations there, a few spicy moments there. So the floor 10 boss it's not that easy, yeah. Floor 10 boss isn't that easy. I've done some of the higher floor bosses alone, like okay, when I say alone, I don't mean solo lah. What I mean is like I've done it where the other three guys died and it was just me left. And what happened was that I just soloed the boss fight by myself as a tank. As a tank. So I'm tank, then there's three other random sparks. And then I just like they all died. And it's like I have no rest. So it's like okay, I guess I'll just solo it and then just solo the boss. Some of the higher floor bosses are actually easier than this floor 10 boss, which is quite annoying. The floor 21 also quite annoying, also quite difficult. But I'll try my best. Do I have time? 9, 15, 20. Yeah, okay, I have time. I can do another floor set. So let's give it another go. Let's see if I have everything. Okay, yeah, good enough. Okay, let's go. 11 to 20. So this floor 20 boss is also quite annoying because it's as I said, you will see later lah. But it's the manipulator model boss from Alexander, right? But it is a plant and it does this attack where it will place an octagonal 8 directional laser. Okay, I won't say laser. Line AoE. Yeah, line AoE is the correct term, right? And then you will extend this line AoE in 8 directions and you leave behind vines. So you cannot step in them. So what you do is you actually need to plonk the vines, the source of where the vines are coming from at the corner, so that there'll be space for you to maneuver later on. But it's not going to make it easy for you because it's going to keep targeting at you with AoEs, targeted AoEs. So you need to keep moving around, which is actually quite difficult, by the way. So later you see, hopefully I can try clear it again. But yeah, the first time I did it, I had some difficulty. Quite tough. Okay, let's try to kill some of these things. The floors themselves on the early stages are not too bad. Like the actual floors themselves are not too difficult. But the bosses are tough because solo, because we are doing it solo. So there's no room for mistakes. Plus the DPS is lower as a single player, so you will be expected to fight the bosses for much longer. And that just makes it more likely that you will make mistakes. Having said that, some of the bosses are actually easier than others. So like I said, that first boss was pretty it's a doozy. The first one is pretty difficult. The second one is also kind of difficult, but not as bad. The third one actually is easy, but I messed up earlier. Say the third one, if you want, you can go and rewind the video after today's session and see how I messed up. I just didn't move. I just didn't move for the chasing AoEs, which was my mistake. So that was dumb, but yeah, it happened. In my defense, I have never seen it go off before because in all previous runs, the boss is usually dead by that time. With a solo player, you just see more mechanics because the boss don't die so quickly. So yeah, it can't be helped. Right. Let's just kill all these things. I'm still considering like what's the other class I want to use to run the other save. Probably not Summoner as well. I don't have like doubles. Might be worthwhile to try and see which other classes are either easier or harder. So like earlier on I mentioned that I was considering Black Mage, because Black Mage's burst on the floors is very high, because as you're running around, opening chests and exploring, you are building your gauge literally, because Black Mages use Xenoglossy, which is charged over time. So as you're running around, your Xenoglossy stacks will just build up. So then when you engage, you just unload everything. The mobs, whatever you're fighting, just melts instantly, almost instantly just dies. So it's really good on the floors, but that does not translate well to the bosses. Not necessarily. So I'm considering it. I'm thinking about it. I've also considered other classes like, tank. But tank, okay, another steal, so many steals. Okay, tank, when I first started trying this solo, right, my very, very first attempt, just to let you guys know, my very, very first attempt was a tank. I was using Paladin, and I was doing the first 10 floors, and at about the fourth, fifth floor, I got really bored of the very slow kill speed. I decided, maybe I'm not gonna go through 10 floors of this grind. It's very slow at killing things. So you will progress the floors very slowly, because when you, like, for deep dungeons, you need to open the next floor, right? So to open the next floor, you need to kill things, right? So to kill things, you need to DPS. And as a tank, right, the DPS is really, really slow. It's like, this is gonna take a while. And then I just, around like the 6th floor, I just like, okay, never mind. I'm just gonna retry this as a summoner, no, as a DPS instead. Because I'm not gonna sit through 10 sets, 100 floors of slow killing speed. So I just like decided to give up with the tank idea and switch over to a DPS instead. Having said that, tank does have some advantages. So as a tank, the main advantage is survivability. You just don't die from making mistakes. You can stay in some AoEs and survive it. That is the main benefit of the tank. As a tank, you can afford to get hit by things that you normally cannot afford to get hit by as a DPS. My choice of tank was Paladin as well. So Paladin, right, has this really nifty skill called Shield Bash, which allows you to stun a mob with your GCD. So it's a GCD stun, which means that you can keep using it. And for some reason in Pilgrim Traverse, okay, in PT, okay, I'm just gonna click this. A lot of the mobs are not immune to stuns. So because they're not immune to stuns, you can just stun them every time they try to do something. Every time you try to cast something or get a skill off, you can just stun. So like, instead of moving out of the way, just stun. Instead of trying to dodge it, just stun. So that is one of the main advantages of Paladin. Primarily Paladin. Okay, but any melee or tank has a stun, okay, low blow or leg sweep. So you can use it every 30 seconds. You can interrupt any one cast every 30 seconds. So it's pretty useful. Yes, I mean, considering that you need to be near mobs to attack them, right? If they do like big point blanks, which by the way there are some mobs in this on some of the floors that will do this massive AoE, point blank AoE. When they do it, right, you either have to be already running away or you gotta stun them. If not, then you just die. If not, you just take the hit. I mean, either you survive through it by survive through the hit, or you just get killed. So there's some mobs, thankfully not a lot, just a few specific ones that will do that. It's so many steal. What is this? We'll use another one. Yeah, just put that. It's fine. Thankfully, Summoners burst pretty stonks. Unloading everything early on kills any one thing. Okay, but I can use it once every 60 seconds, so that's the problem. Let's grab this. Which is always good. Okay, let's go. Yeah, put so many things, what the heck. You know, the nifty trick is just to sleep, sleep and do them one at a time. Let's sleep, let's pull one. Just making sure not to accidentally pull the other one and awaken it. So yeah, casters has this advantage. Has this advantage. Not disadvantage, disadvantage of being able to cast repose and just sleep everything and just like, you know, deal with them one at a time. So yeah, it's pretty useful. There's some like strategies involved with doing that. Okay, I put that as well. So like for example, if you step on a luring trap and you cast repose or sleep, in this case sleep, you cast sleep on all the mobs that you triggered, okay, aggroed with the luring trap, and you run away far enough. Oh, chest. Yeah, fortune useless. Okay, you run away far enough, right? You will de-aggro. You will lose the mobs. So that's another use of the sleep ability or skill spell. Pretty good. I've used it before. Use root bug bomb. Yeah, use the bug bomb for this floor boss, so I don't die in one hit. Bug bomb plus steel can keep you alive. Oh, nice extra bug bomb. Can keep you alive from a lot of things. If you combine the two together, you keep you alive. So yeah, I probably might pop it just to do bosses. No need to hoard too many things. If you're not clearing the floors, there's no point hoarding all the pomanders and incenses, okay, all the loot, all the items. Here's intuition on this floor, hoard of this floor. Where is it? Did I miss it? Let's try to pull. Oh, okay, both, I guess. That's fine. Well, thankfully I have steel, so I'm not too worried about auto attacks from multiple mobs. But yeah, you still want to get out of the way for things that you can avoid. And since summoners attacks are some of the summoners attacks are AoE by default, so like Mountain Buster is an AoE, so there's no, like, even if you don't want to, it still hits multiple things, so you may as well just hit 2 or more things when fighting. It's an increase in DPS, but not recommended on higher floors. Me. Okay, never mind. I hope I have priority. I do. See if I can burst it. Summon Bahamut and blow it up real quick before it starts to do bad things. Nope. Kill it. Alright, nice. I did it. Yeah, actually, to be honest, I shouldn't be opening bronze chests on these floors. they just risk being mimics. So yeah, I should just avoid bronze chests on the lower floors. I think up to floor 30. Anything below 30 is bronze is mimic. So ideally, I just avoid bronzes. Bronzes do give the illumined Aether shards, I think, Aether shards, but I mean, I can just farm those from the higher floors. There's no reason to open them here when I can just do it on the higher floors. So there's actually like this tier list of mimics and tier list of mimics. Mimics and the horde loot. So like on the floors that give you bronze hordes, okay, the bronze hordes, mimics will be from bronze. On the floors that give you silver hordes, mimics will be in silvers. And on the floors that give you gold hordes, mimics will be in the gold chests, which is basically 71 onwards. Okay, the final floor set, the very difficult ones. Okay, I'm gonna kill this as well. So knowing this, you can try to avoid the floors with mimics. Unless you really want those things. Unless you really need the loot. Okay, there's pros and cons. So like for example, okay, kill this as well. Bronzes generally, rule of thumb, you can just ignore. You will never need bronze chests. They only give things like Phoenix Downs, potions, the ultra potions. The only useful thing is the illumined Aether Pool shards, which are, I mean, they are good, but I wouldn't risk a mimic if I cannot deal with the mimic safely. Thankfully, they only spawn on the low floors, so to be fair, having pox on a low floor is not the end of the world. So maybe if you weigh the risk, pros and cons, maybe you can just open them anyway and just deal with the mimic. If you get pox, then too bad, just deal with the pox afterwards. So yeah, I think it's possible. But if you really can, I mean, if you really decide not to, it's perfectly fine to just ignore all the bronze chests as well. Now silvers on the other hand are actually quite useful. On the middle tiers where the silvers are mimics, right? Silvers will give, oh man, no item floor. Okay, silvers will give either Aether Pool increases. Okay, my Aether Pool is 91 and 89 here, or incenses. Now incenses are the one we want. Okay, we want incenses. Aether Pool increases shouldn't be a thing when you're doing solo, because you should be either maximum 99, 99, or you should just be high enough for that floor set. And as you climb the floors, you will gain more Aether Pool. So at my Aether Pool numbers, right, by the time I hit the high enough floors where it matters, my Aether Pool will be max. It will be capped. Okay, I believe you will get Aether Pool increases from every boss floor. So every 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, etc. Every 10 floors, killing the boss floor gives you an Aether Pool increase. If I'm not mistaken, it's at least 2 or maybe 5. I cannot remember what the numbers are, but it's a guaranteed increase. So with at least another 6 more floor sets to go, I will definitely get maximum by the time. So yeah. Plus I will open silvers along the way as well, so it's not a problem. Okay, pull something here. Burst. Nice. Okay, let's kill this as well. Yeah, my DPS isn't the best, by the way. Okay, I don't want to hear it. But yeah, my DPS rotations aren't the best. So this is understandable. I know this already. No need to tell me. Yeah, no, I know. It's normal. I'm a freestyle DPS player. I just press whatever I feel like pressing. No need to tell me. It's okay. I know already. But yeah, no, I've heard people like using third-party programs. Cough, cough, cough. Yeah, they will mention like Shark's DPS always grey pass, always grey in color. I know this. Don't need to tell me. Yeah, it's okay now. Thanks. Yeah, no, I know this. It's fine. Yeah, I've never actually bothered with playing DPS properly. To be fair, I mean, I don't do Savage. Most of the content I do is like group content. So damn it, I think just pull to group content, and I'm tank. So my main roles and responsibility is just to stay alive. Just tank the thing, take the hits, stay alive. Sometimes I'm really nice and I keep the party alive too. So you will see me as Paladin casting Clemency and using Divine Veil and cover and intervention on other people. So keep other people alive. That's my job. That's my role. DPS I just let the DPS do it. That's their role. So I just let the DPS do the DPS. But yeah, I'm aware. When I do play DPS, my rotation is usually pretty rubbish. Not fantastic. I'm aware of it. Thank you. Cannot multitask. Cannot focus on multiple things at once. On the flip side, I'm pretty good with mechanics. I would say. So because I don't focus on pressing buttons, right, I focus on the mechanics instead. So thus I can resolve mechanics pretty well. Once I know how to, obviously. I still make mistakes here and there. Without practice, I'm still gonna wipe. But once I've gotten enough practice in, my mindset is always to focus on mechanics first. So you generally won't see me dying to mechanics. Then if you all want to know, right, why this meme about shark dying is constantly mentioned in the Discord, right? It's because of this. It's because I generally don't die. In previously it was I think BA and DRS. I used to do a lot of BA and a lot of DRS. Particularly DRS, right? So I'm always tank and I always do the mechanics. I always do the callouts. So people always say they hardly see me die because I'm always focused on the mechanics. So yeah, that's partly true. And then people will try to kill me because of this. So this is the reason why they all started it. So every time I die, they take a picture because like shark seldom dead, so they take a picture. Or shark died here. That's why you have all those gifs in the Discord. Oh no, this is mimic and yeah, should aim for the mimic first, but never mind. Let's do it. Probably won't be able to kill it before I get the box, but you know, let's try. Nice. Oh, that's gonna aggro as well. That's fine. I gotta pay attention to these walkers as well. I remember doing one of these 4-man, I think it was Eureka. Was it Eureka Autos? I think it was Eureka Autos. With Auntie Berry and Stir and another of my FC mates. And we all just got blindsided by a walker walking in from behind us. It was obviously on one of the higher floors, and they just came out from behind and then aggroed someone and immediately blasted a big, massive line AoE towards all of us, and then we just all died in a single hit. So nowadays, it's a good practice to keep an eye out behind you. Because of walkers, you never want them to ambush you like that. But yeah, low floors is okay lah. Low floors I generally just, whatever, YOLO. If I pull something by accident, that's fine, I can deal with it. Nothing too threatening on these floors yet. But higher floors I need to pay attention to what I'm pulling and, I guess spatial awareness. Just pay attention to things going on around. Which is why this annoying. Which is why every time I summon the Aegis, right, very annoying because I cannot see anything. Pretty annoying. Every time I summon Aegis, right, the whole screen is just flash. It's like flash my own screen. So yeah. Let me just use the Ifrit here. Show you how bad it is. I can't see shit. Can't see anything. So pretty annoying. It's gone off at times where I was like so focused on some mechanic, right, and then just suddenly I press the Ifrit and then just can't see anything. But you gotta press it, right, because it's part of your rotation. You can't like pause and not press a button. So yeah, can't be helped. I think that there is a fix for it now. I think there's a way to turn off the effects, right? But it just doesn't feel great. Just doesn't feel good. I've been so used to having the effects go off. So yeah, I just decided to leave it. Like imagine fighting the first floor 10 boss, right? And then he's doing the arrow things, pointing out where he's gonna jump to next, and then I flash the screen and then I just missed the arrow entirely, and I don't know where's the safe spot. Yeah, so it does happen. Pretty annoying. But yeah, another reason not to play Summoner. Feast. Okay, 4:15. Still okay. I think the time for these floors are 6 minutes every floor is the average. Is it 6? Yeah, 6 minutes every floor, including let me see if I math correctly. 31. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, so 10 floors. So 6 minutes, 1 hour per floor set, 6 minutes per floor. But you gotta keep in mind that the boss floors usually take slightly longer than 6 minutes. So you got to, anytime you save on the floors, you will bring forwards to the boss itself. So you need slightly more time. Especially solo, especially if you are me, why they keep giving me haste? So especially if you are me, right, and DPS is low, right, then you gotta try to buy more time for the boss floors. But again, not too bad for lower floors. This floor has knockback penalty and damage penalty. Okay. I must also remember to keep pressing sprint whenever I can. Affluence. Sprint is actually, I mean, obviously it's a good thing to be using often. There's a 1 minute cooldown though. But one really interesting thing about sprint, right, is that when it wears off, you get the jog buff. So you will still get a slight movement speed boost as long as you're not in combat. So you should try to be using this as much as you can. Okay, still is good. Yeah, so before they introduce this jog buff, the older deep dungeons is slightly harder because you don't have this buff. So there was this meme going around that, before they introduce it, like, deep dungeons harder because no jog. The time you will take longer to get from one place to another place. A lot of other memes. Plus, there was this massive deep dungeon buff, a buff to all the deep dungeons recently when they released Pilgrim Traverse. So all the older deep dungeons benefits from it as well. So things like you can now carry multiple Phoenix Downs. Okay, although Phoenix Down doesn't help you in solo runs. Can't res yourself with them. Okay, but you can carry multiple Phoenix Downs. You can use them in combat now. Clearing floors will give you guaranteed Aether pool increases. And I think that it's like every bosses give more than one, +1/+1 now. I think it's 2 or 5, I cannot remember, my memory fails me, but it's either +2 or +5 per floor clear. Okay, per 10 floor set clear. So, it's easier to farm Aether pool nowadays as well. You don't have to do all the farming first. Okay, although if you're doing solo floor runs, Aether pool shouldn't be an issue. You should have max Aether pool or close to max if you are planning to do solo runs. But it's like the prep work that needs to be done before you actually attempt it. So you wouldn't go into Savage without your beast gear, so it's the same concept here. Alright, level up. 99. Although, okay, talking about prep work, to be fair, I should be prepping knowledge. So by right, when you do this solo, right, you should read up on the mobs. You should read up on what you expect to fight along the way. So there's usually things like guides for that. But yeah, I just generally don't. I just usually just go in and just YOLO it. If I need to, I probably should prepare. Okay, not prepare the guide. I should have the guide open on another tab or window somewhere else, so that if I need to, I'll tap out and check what the boss or what the mob does. But I'll start doing it for the higher floors. Lower floors is okay, doesn't matter. Shouldn't be dying on the lower floors anyway. Except the boss fight, by the way, which I died earlier. Kinda silly still, but it's fine. It's content. No, I'm just kidding. It's practice. I think for mobs, there's like different types of what I call it, aggro radius, aggro methods. So like most people who do deep dungeons should already know this, but like most mobs are sight mobs, means they see you and they aggro onto you, so you shouldn't run in front of them. But there's a couple of mobs that are sound aggro, which means that if you run near them, they will hear you and they will aggro onto you. Okay, and there's a very smaller subset of mobs that are proximity aggro, means if you are near them in any way, they will aggro onto you. So there's 3 different types of detection. I guess it's called detection. How they detect you. So these ones are sight, right? So I just noticed I'm just running behind them. Their butt is facing towards me, so I just run around them so they don't aggro me. Okay, but you cannot touch any of them, by the way. If you step into their hitboxes, they will still aggro you. Okay, alteration. You're gonna just run around. Oh, there's one right there. Okay, never mind. Okay, I'm just gonna pull it. I'm just gonna kill it here. And then just turn around. Okay, that made a path out for me. Thank you very much. Let's kill it here then. This one does a frontal cleave as well later. Or not. Does a tail whip. Okay. Slightly harder hitting auto attack. Multiple silvers. Maze root. Let's use a bug bomb. Maze root will be useful for skipping floors. You only generally need one bug bomb every 10 floors. Let's pull this here. Because the bug bomb is really only used for boss fights. So generally, you don't need it for normal floors. Like most of the normal floors, you should be dealing with threats there by being smart, by being smart about it, by not, by not YOLOing, by not taking risks, by being careful, not aggroing multiple things, pray don't step on traps, things like that. You shouldn't be relying on like extra health to stay alive. And risk dying because you don't have the extra health. You know what I mean? So like generally the bug bomb is used for boss fights only. Oh, I put multiple things. See, that was also not a great move, by the way. Using the Titan's range AoE attack when there's multiple mobs standing close to each other. So that wasn't great. But low floor, forgiven, mistake for not punished. So it's not too bad. The silver chest here somewhere. Let's pull this. I haven't hit 100 yet. Oh, something aggro. Okay. Another bug bomb. Okay, I don't need. Definitely don't need this. Let's exit. It's not here. There's a gold chest there though. Let's risk it. It's fine. Fortune. Technically don't need it, but let's just pop it anyway. Just open it. Yeah, so as I mentioned earlier, you generally start to get more and more poms as you keep playing. I'm only on 17 and mostly filled with pom vendors already, so I don't really need too many more. Generally, okay, this one's about wrong. What's my market? Generally, I need this one's intuition. This one is what's this one? I can't remember. I don't remember what it is. Oh yeah, generally only those two missing. The rest of them I have enough of. Some of these are good, but as you can tell from my runs, I don't really use them a lot. Okay, 15. Resin fruit. Okay, yeah, this floor I will use maze fruit then. Keep one of each. The maze fruit is great. Okay, but it's a small floor. The mimic room. Okay, I need to BRB real quick. Let me just stand aside and be safe for a bit. I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. Floor 18. Let's keep going. Mimic room. And there's a gorilla that spawned. I think it should be okay. Oh man. Wait a second, that wasn't a mimic. I mean, this is a mimic room, but the chest is a mimic too. What the heck? This not supposed to happen. What the heck? Yeah. Like, there's obvious mimics in this room. Hey, they all changed into grassmen because of my misroute. Just avoid them. Okay, let's go. Oh, I pulled another one. Kill. Is it gonna change back 30 seconds? Yeah, 30 seconds. Thankfully, the maze route helps with the mimics. Pretty good. Otherwise, I'll just be getting pox here. Left, right, and center. Please give me good treasure. Verification. Yeah, let's not deal with the mimics. I don't want to deal with them. Damn, this room is bad too. Not too bad. Can sneak, I guess. Try to sneak past them. There's silver there, but I don't need it. I have full incenses already, so I'm not gonna risk opening that silver. Alright, next, floor 19. Before I fight the weird plant thing again. Hey, another swift passage, so nice. Steel, even nicer. I'll try to see if I can get steel going into the floor boss. So I'll steel and bug bum this floor set. Strength, also nice. Another strength, okay, even better. Getting all the good stuff now. Okay, try to start killing some of these things. With strength and steel up, quite stonks. Quite confident in dealing with things. But bosses will always be tougher. Bosses will always be what's the word for pressure lah. There's always pressure on the boss fights because you cannot afford to make mistakes. Or too many mistakes. You can make one mistake once or two mistakes once in a while. It's not the end of the world if you make one mistake. But you cannot make too many mistakes one after another. Another steel. Yeah, I'm gonna mark that for chin. Let's blast this. I did hit 100 already, so no more mobs. Okay, let's pull the rest of these. Blast. I should be getting my Lux Solar Bahamut. Yeah, the orange glow from the Ifrit just covers the entire screen with well, an orange glow. And the AoEs in this game are orange on the floor as well. So you can't see anything. Yeah. Okay, floor 20. Time to get down to it. Yeah, this is probably the last floor I'm gonna do for today. So let's try and clear this properly. Got food. My steel and strength is still up. I'm gonna pop a bug bomb here, just in case. Okay, bug bomb also helps by doing extra damage to the boss, so it's really good for boss fights. And my cooldown is still 1 minute, but I guess that's fine. Okay, let's just go hit. Hits go off. Okay, so this boss, basically does a knockback from the middle, and okay, it starts to fly. Okay, there's a knockback. Look at the legs, okay, this blinding, can't really tell. Okay, opposite. 1, 2, 3. So this fourth leg over here is where I need to go. So I'll be knocked back to this leg. That's fine. So they explode. I go into the safe spot. 3, 4. Nice. And that's the first mechanic resolved. There's only really 2 mechanics, by the way. Now this is the second mechanic, which is tougher. I need to bait the... I guess just play at the corner. Move away out of it. Then just dodge all the puddles. Now this will be a bit tough. Okay, just dodge these. Making sure I don't step into the roots, and then making sure that I don't get hashed in by the puddles. For some reason, this is a bit difficult for me. In theory, it seems easy enough, huh? And that's all the mechanics there is, so that's fine. Literally, that's it. 3, 1, 2 is here and there. 3 and 4. Okay, 4 is here. Here the explodes, I move into it. We should pop some shields. And again, baiting the tether thing. Put this up. I'll try to drop the first puddle here in the corner. See, now there's multiple puddles now. This is where it gets a bit spicy. I remember doing this the first time, right? It's like, there's no safe spot. Hey. Thankfully, it's dying really pretty quickly. The strength and the fairies helping out the damage, so it's not too bad. Not so panicky this time around as well. Okay, one on the right, over here. Nice. Should be dead after this. Pop the shield. Cannot see. Okay, yeah. Nice. Yeah, so this is the weird manipulator mob. It looks like it's a plant with 4 legs. Don't know how you describe it. Pretty, not too bad once you know what to do. Okay, plus I did pop a whole bunch of things. I used strength, I have steel, I used the bug bomb as well. So there's not too much risk. So pretty good. Let's see what the loot we got for today is. 1 only, unfortunately. Didn't find any intuitions, so I have 2 total for today's entire run. The run where I wiped is the run where I found the most intuitions. So unfortunately I didn't get any of that. But it can't be helped. It's just RNG things. I don't know what you can do about it. Okay, let's see what I get. I don't expect much from these, by the way. But you know, it's whatever. Hairstyle will be nice, but that's the only good thing. So more Pilgrim potions. Yeah, this is junk. 2 items only. To be fair, you can farm these relatively easily. As in farm the bronze hordes. So it's not too bad. Just keep running them over and over again. And then you can just keep farming them. So that's what you can do if you need more of these. But yeah, just spending time to farm gil not really worthwhile. Not for me at least. There's other things I would like to do, like, you know, more variant dungeons. I haven't been in my cosmic exploration yet, and so on and so forth. So there's a whole bunch of things I need to do. Not enough time to just be doing all of it at once, and definitely not enough time to be farming just for gil. So I generally don't do things for gil anymore. Okay, I think that's it. Just nice. Just cross over into 10 p.m. my time. So thank you so much. 2 hours. We wiped the first attempt at 21 to 30, but I did manage to make it back up to 21. So next week I will be trying to run this again from 21 to 30 once more. Fingers crossed I don't make the same mistake as I did today with the floor 30 boss. Okay, I may consider starting like another save, secondary save. So I'm just going to show you here. With my save files, I have 1 empty one and, you know, my summoners here. So I'm considering like starting another save file here, running parallel to the summoner. So maybe like I'm leaning towards black mage, but I'll see. I'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll choose tank, maybe I'll choose a ranged. Melee not as likely. If I'm gonna play melee, I may as well just play ranged or tank. So yeah. So we'll see. Right. So that's it from me for now. Thank you so much for joining and for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Now I'll try to keep this what's the word for it? A routine. Okay, I'll try to keep this as a routine. I'll try to run this every Thursday 8 p.m. local time. So I'm in the +8 GMT time zone. So I'll try to keep it, try to run this every Thursday from 8 p.m. onwards. Yeah, maybe run for about 2 hours or so, 20 to 30, okay, 30 I guess. Yeah, 30 floors is possible. Low floors, 30 floors is 40 minutes each, right? So about 2 hours there as well. Yeah, about 20 to 30 floors each session. And the goal is to just clear as a solo player, try to get to the end, floor 100, and get to that achievement. It'll take time. I don't expect to do it in one go. So I will probably wipe a couple of times, but it's fine. It's a learning process, slow and steady, and hopefully I'll improve along the way, and you guys can pick up some tips along the way as well. Okay, learn from my mistakes. Best way to learn. Don't make the mistake yourself. Learn from someone else's mistake. Okay, I think that's it from me for today. Thanks so much for joining and watching. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Do join me over the weekends for more Chaotic Alliance raids, car runs. Okay, I'm still running on Saturdays and Sundays, 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. on Saturdays, and 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. on Sundays. Okay, this weekend we're doing more reclears for car. Okay, and we're gonna do a couple more weeks before 7.5 hits, and then we'll take a short break then. Okay, I guess that's it from me for now. Do take care. Okay, go and have a good rest. Okay, I'll see you guys next time. Take care now, and bye bye.